Hello everyone, little Lodge. Me and Mr. Mulliner have just came out of Goodison Park, everybody.
I'm considerably taller than you.
Yeah, I'm only 5'9". You're
Can you tilt it up a bit so my head's not... There we go.
There we go, everybody. I forgot to bring the Osmo, so I'm doing it on my phone, so apologies about that. But I think you would have enjoyed the match reaction, and I think you might have just, maybe if you're a Newcastle fan, enjoyed my vlog, having a dig at them. But I'm not going to lie, I fucking loved it.
It's getting like...
So can we tune into Twitter Spaces on the way down to the car?
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? We'll tune into them on Twitter. But this is the last word. We'll try and put the level heads on, and we might struggle a little bit. But we'll go as well as Mr. Mulliner. We'll start with the lineups. There was some speculation about Fabian Schär. Would Gordon come in? We didn't expect that. But would there be Murphy coming out? And would this change in the striker? So
Wilson and Isak.
Yeah, so that was a change in Miggy. But 3 games in a week, you're not shocked, are you?
I was a little bit, with a couple of them, yeah. Matt Targett getting a longer weighted start.
Yes, forgot about him, sorry.
For Dan Burn, I thought he did...
that's not the police, that's just an ambulance.
An empty ambulance, thankfully. Miggy getting a start, Isak getting a rest. It's getting, not exhausting because we're enjoying the ride and loving it and not taking anything for granted at all, but God, we're on fire at the minute.
Well, I see it on fire. We weren't first half.
No, we weren't. But look at the score. But you know what I mean.
Let's try and break that down because I thought first half we were really bang average. I think Alex Iwobi got the better of Matty Targett so many times. I was a little bit concerned, and there was a few misplaced passes, and Miggy was a little bit all over the place.
Oh, couldn't keep hold of the ball.
But these 2 lads coming in because they're getting rotated because players are ahead of them. Jacob Murphy, believe it or not, is a better player currently at the moment on form. That is.
Miggy's come back from a nasty injury, and he's come back.
Second choice currently though on that position.
Yeah, well, yeah, because he's come back from a nasty injury. He's still not fully fit. He's come back earlier than expected. So look, Murphy's playing the best football of his career at the minute. So it's nice to have choices for Eddie Howe to make. It's nice to have competition for places. This time last season, Miggy wasn't in the team either. Fraser was keeping him out.
Yeah, and Ryan Fraser was speculated to be joining these on loan in January, and that didn't go through, but he'll be out the door in the summer. But we're not talking about that. That first half, though, it was scrap. It was minging, wasn't it? And except from the Spurs, I was joking to a few of the lads around me saying, God, we should be 4-0 by now. After about 9 minutes. It was scrappy, it was minging. Talk to us about that first half, because it wasn't pleasing, and there's been signs, the last few away games that we're starting slow, aren't we?
Yes, and I think it was a case of, it was a bit of an occasion for the home team tonight. They got the blue smoke out.
Get home, I'm going to watch you guys.
Good.
I've been here 7 times. This is my first victory.
Wow.
Seriously.
What a win as well.
Yeah, the only time I missed in the last 8-9 years was the Wilson two goals. I couldn't get there that game.
Well, that was lockdown.
Howie, you do a good job.
We'll see you on YouTube.
So, the first 20 minutes was like you say, it was there was a lot of game management, wasn't there? As I was saying, I've just reclaimed my train of thought. It was a bit of an occasion for the home team. The blue smoke was out, fireworks on kickoff. Yeah. That was an odd one.
There was meant to be a protest. That got called off.
Was it?
Yeah, they were meant to have a protest outside, and that got called off because they wanted to get behind the team. And
They did.
At the start. With the 80 songs.
Yeah. It was a real hot atmosphere, I thought, from the home end. And I think it was a case of we had to manage the game for the first 15-20 minutes, which we did. Everton had a lot of possession, didn't do a vast amount with it. They tested Pope from a distance. I say tested, the shots were straight at him. But we managed the situation well in the end and got the goal through Wilson against the run of play.
It was only really our real opportunity, the real spark that we had in that first half. And Wilson, go on. And obviously it's Pickford palms it back out, and goalkeeper, you cannot palm it back out to that position. Got it straight back out to the 6-yard box, and thank you very much. We're 1-0 up, and we didn't really deserve that at half time.
No, Everton were probably good value to go in level at half time. Obviously, they got the goal that was disallowed for offside.
Yeah, that was second half one.
No, that was on half time.
Yeah, that was very tight because it was looked at quite a long time, wasn't it?
I thought he was on. It happened right in front of me because you were up, as you would have seen in the vlog. I was down.
Second half.
So I thought Calvert-Lewin on first glance was on, and the longer that check took, the VAR check took, I was worried. I thought the goal was going to be given, but fortunately, he was offside.
Yeah.
So unlucky.
We went into half time, and let's talk about the second half because it was a totally different Newcastle side.
Not at the start.
Well, give or take.
Not at the start. There was a bit of reaction from Everton, but as soon as we got that second goal, they had to change their system and go for it a bit more. They opened up, and my word, the floodgates opened.
I think that's a few Everton fans tonight. The ambulance a bit bandaged up. But yeah, we go 2-0 up. Do you want to talk through that goal? We'll have to switch arms.
Oh, that was worthy. Pickford was doing that a lot. You notice? Sorry to digress. If I was a centre back, bearing in mind he's currently England's number one. We know Pope's better, but currently Pickford has the shirt. Yeah. Can you imagine back in the day if he was prattling around like he does and shouting and bawling and screaming 20 yards out like Rio Ferdinand and Sol Campbell, John Terry would put up with that shit?
Nah, I think that's in his game though. I've seen that.
Yeah, well, it's stupid.
I've watched that a few times, but he's like that though. He shouts and balls and.
But he's jumping around in the 92nd minute and like doing like little, like making all of his decisions with his neck.
I don't know. We had great fun just taking the piss.
Oh, it was an absolute privilege.
So we went 2-0 up.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Big Joe having a fantastic scoring run. What a rich vein of form.
That's his 8th of the season.
He is on fire at the moment.
We could have 4 players in double figures.
Filth.
We could. So.
Filth. Him and Bruno exceptional in the midfield because there was a proper midfield battle today, and Joelinton put the game to bed. They brought on Mopé, who's the biggest waste of space I've seen in the Premier League, and the floodgates just opened, and how?
Yeah, 2-0 Joelinton puts it away, and it was game over. I thought 2-0. And when we were all panicking inside, I said, "Oh, it's going to be a dirty 1-1, scrappy." And we've obviously talked to a couple of fans before the game. We're going to get beat. Obviously, you thought.
I was pessimistic coming into this game for some reason. I hate playing. It's a proper old school stadium, and I don't like playing teams scrapping for their lives at this time of year.
I do.
Well, yeah, evidently it's.
Then you know what it is? This season, this is my favourite away day because I enjoyed giving it.
You had a whale of a time up there, didn't you?
I was enjoying myself at the top of against them Everton fans, and I really, really enjoyed myself tonight. I really, really did because that's been a long time coming here because I've waited and seen we get beaten. You know what they're like on Twitter, especially, and. It was beautiful tonight. I really, really enjoyed myself tonight. That's my favourite away game, just because of that alone. But 3-0.
Who scored the third? Wilson.
Yes, with his. And you know what it is? We keep saying this now. He's got 2 strikers that are banging in goals. What a goal! What a goal!
Oh, filth. It was just the amount of filth that we're producing at the moment, as in Newcastle United, not NFTV. Jesus, could you imagine?
Is this where the toon bus might come?
I hope so. Maybe we could grab a word with the players.
Keep talking about the goal.
Yeah, the third goal, absolutely unreal finish from Wilson. Majestic. But just before that, was it that Pickford made an absolute, give credit where credit's due. Great save from Joe Willock. Great save. Again, a player in such a rich vein of form at the moment. Bruno is exceptional, but yeah, 3-0 game over. We have to talk about the goal we conceded, but
I missed it, so you can talk about it. I totally missed it. I didn't even know they scored. Do you know how I knew? I looked at the scoreboard and went, they haven't scored. And I thought it was a miscalculating of the Calvert-Lewin. I thought they left that on.
From what I could be wrong because I haven't seen the highlights yet, but it looked to go all the way through from Dwight McNeil's corner, and Nick Pope was not very happy. Well, and quite rightly so.
Well, again, I didn't see it at all. So when I get home in the early hours, I'll see them back and I can't tell you people. So 3-1.
4-1 though.
Oh my God!
How many times do I have to tell you about Alex Isak?
Stop scoring now. No, he's still playing Wilson.
Wilson stopped scoring now.
Yeah, and I've just seen a drone in the sky. Just look at that drone. Sorry, I digress.
2.
Yeah, there's 2, but it'll be run by the police as well. And all the substitutions were taking place. The game was won. I want to know Anthony Gordon on. I'll just get him on, man. Get him on. The game's won. If he loses his head, so fucking what? The game's won. But fuck me. I mean, it tells you something, Sam, when the players acknowledge the work he's done. Now, normally, a player will celebrate with another player and head back to the halfway line. But Isak picks that ball up on the left-hand side, playing in a position which we haven't seen this season much over on that left side because the game was won, really.
Thierry Henry.
Game was won, wasn't it? Yeah. And then he picks up and he doesn't just go past 1. He goes past 2 and he thought, you know what, I'm going to take the piss a little bit. I'll go past 3. Then he's at the byline. He crosses. It misses everybody and then he's got a tap in. It's Jacob Murphy, wasn't it, at the end?
I've no idea.
I'm sure it was Jacob Murphy.
I have no idea. I was in a melee of people.
Because Jacob Murphy then runs to Isak and he's grabbing him like this, pointing to him, and everybody's pointing. All the players are coming over, pointing to him. That tells you that they acknowledge the work because that was sensational. He obviously gets the assist. He made the goal. But fuck me, it's hard to pick goal of the goal. Hey, Wilson probably, but that was a great goal because of Isak's work.
He's incredible. He is. Like, I don't
We're
want.
We're going to get moved here, aren't we?
I think we are.
Yeah. No,
Let's just shuffle across.
we'll shuffle it away.
Every day I'm shuffling, but like,
Keep talking.
I don't want to like. Regarding Isak, I just a little personal point. I absolutely detest watching myself, but I saw one of my friends sent me my video that I did in August when we signed Isak with Sky Sports News, and I said he's going to be our Aguero. Not that he's like Aguero, he's going to be our Aguero. And I got a lot of hate from opposing fans in the comments, some of which Sky deleted because they got a bit nasty, too nasty. I love being proved right. Always a pleasure.
I think our owners are going to come out because the bodyguard is security is out, so we might see Amanda behind us, or Mia Dad, who now follows us on Twitter.
So we should.
And then we thought we scored a 5th. Oh my God!
Yeah, another majestic finish.
Fabian Schär, man.
Oh, have you got your crush back?
I was saying, what a goal! What a goal! I'm laughing as we're running off celebrating. I'm like, what a goal! But he's got it in his locker. You're not expecting Sven Botman to bend one like that, but Fabian Schär has it in his locker, and I'm thinking it's 5. It's another Spurs. It's 5, and harshly choked off, I think, because I love Fabian Schär. I have for years, and it's a shame.
Dan Burn was offside again. We haven't seen it back yet, but
it's a shame. But it's a small little. It's a small one of them, but. 5-1, and obviously Everton fans are just flying out, and a lot of them, as you've seen,
they stayed longer than West Ham's.
But a lot of them lost that. You've seen the vlog, well, you haven't yet, but when you watch it back, so many Everton fans lose their heads next of us.
Oh, really? They would have lost it even more when Gordon came on.
Yeah, and we wanted Anthony Gordon on, and we were desperate for him to score and all that, and I think Eddie Howe was sensible because there wasn't many in the stadium. It was 10 minutes ago, and there's probably only about 20,000, 25,000 left. Sensible. Yes, he got some boos, but that was drowned out by the Toon fans. And
we looked after him today.
Yeah, we sung his name more than any other player today. But yeah, came over. You know, a standing ovation from the lower and the upper tier. I mean, Sam in different areas if you're wondering why we weren't together. But I'm going to hand it over to Eddie Howe. Of course he will play it down. Of course he will. Here he is.
Yeah, it was a very difficult game. We knew initially there was going to be a tough encounter to the match with what was at stake from Everton's perspective. We knew the crowd would be important for them, so it was really vital that we didn't concede early and we tried to be solid early on. And yeah, I think it was a really good second half performance. I think that for me is a standout, and yeah, very pleased with that 45 minutes. Yeah, I think it's a challenge, but so far they've been absolutely brilliant with me. They've understood my reasoning and my decisions. So today it was a case of keeping Alex fresh, 3-game week. It's slightly easier when you have 3 games in a week. When you're week to week, it's going to be slightly more challenging. But I think they're both elevating each other's levels at the moment. Yeah. So they're both pushing each other. So Callum comes in and scores 2 today. Alex comes off the bench and looks really good. So a great problem for me to have while they're both fit.
So that was Eddie Howe. Obviously he's now ready.
This could be Eddie Howe.
This could be Eddie Howe, yeah. So Eddie Howe, we've just heard from him there, and the coach, perfect timing, has just pulled up. As we'll have to move. It's like being back at St James Park when the car comes. Let's spin round. Spin it, Rooney. So, let's take a look at the league table because Spurs have drawn with Manchester United 2-2 tonight.
Thank you, Spurs.
Thank you. Newcastle now 2 points clear of Manchester United. So yes, so Newcastle are flying, and it's Sam, it's Champions League, and if we fuck it up, I said that Johnny the other day, like trying to convince Johnny, I was like, we fuck it up now, you've got to be really disappointed. And now we've won again. The games are running out. We've got that game in hand. We have to get Champions League now.
I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm not getting ahead of myself. It's looking likely. I think today, going into it, we were 1 to 8 to make top 4. That'll now go to about 1 to 10, 1 to 12. So it's looking good. We've got another game on Sunday against another team struggling down the bottom. We've beaten Southampton 3 times already this season, but it's not a foregone conclusion. And Eddie Howe will know that. He will be going again.
If we balls it up now, from the position that we're in,
yeah, there's a couple of tricky away games in there.
It's no longer, take one game at a time. I want people to start coming out and say we want Champions League football.
Well, no, I mean,
the
squad have made no bones about it, and it's obviously hell of an achievement considering where we were after the cup final. So, look, it's been an absolutely incredible season, and we're having some memorable days.
And I kept saying all these away days, you know, and I don't need to say it anymore because it used to happen very rarely that we score. You need to be here. You remember this day. This is why
it's happening every week.
I know. It's like I used to always say, this is why you come to away days, because it's every time now, and the demand of tickets is just through the roof at the minute. And it's fantastic that we're enjoying it, and the loyal support is starting to get rewarded with hopefully qualification. As I don't know what the bus is doing, but it's trying to reverse back in to allow the players in and coach and staff and what have you. But final wrap up, because we're a good 18 minutes or so in here. This is my favourite away day because of the banter with the fans. Where does this stack for you so far this season? In terms of enjoyment, not so much the first half.
I enjoyed Nottingham. I enjoyed West Ham. I enjoy every away day. I enjoy every game. Southampton away in the cup semi-final. I don't know. This was up there as well. I mean, we
haven't won here since. Well, we did a lockdown, but we weren't here, were we? So when was the last time before that? Ben Arthur? Was that the last time?
Surely not. When
fans were here?
Surely not.
Now it's all going on, and then we've got all the. We asking to shift. Right, we'll wrap up because we're in the middle of everything here. So. So go back and check Sam's match reaction. You did it inside the stadium, didn't you?
I did.
And make sure you check the last, not the last word, this is the last word, sorry. Make sure you check that vlog out because I enjoy having a go at them. If I must to, from Goodison, see you everyone.
See you Sunday.